What's up, guys? Hey guys, what's up? Hey, it's Fat Albert. Okay, we should probably just get right into the video. If my voice sounds a little raspy and like almost like I'm losing it, I think I'm like low-key getting sick, but I'm not sure. I don't know why. Alright, so I already went in with my Hangover 3-in-1 Too Faced Primer Spray. I've literally loved this forever. Anyone I've told about it, I've got them hooked. And yeah, I hate rubbing shit on my face when I feel like my hands are dirty. So being able to just spray a primer on, I just really like that. I'm going to get into like the whole video once I just let you know what I'm using. Just because I know people are probably going to ask. But this is the Vanish Hourglass Foundation. It's like the stick version but in liquid form. So that's hella dope. Ran out of foundation and I was like, I'm gonna treat myself because it's my birth month and I got to be looking cute and shit when my makeup's done, especially my birthday. So I knew that this was gonna come in clutch. I feel like the hardest part about this video is definitely just gonna be like where to start. Like I haven't been on like here. That is literally where we're starting because that's my life. Are you fucking serious? Bitch, what the fuck? Anyways, back to what I was saying. It's hard to come back on here after so long because if you're not close to me in real life, like you don't really know much about me. I'm just gonna start and kind of just go with what goes and all that. I don't want to put too much pressure on it. I feel like I've tried to film a video like this for so long that I just always hate it because I'm thinking too much about it. I feel like it's so scary to definitely open up on camera to people that could totally like end up trying to use shit against you because this is the internet and people are weird and people like to pick people apart just because I don't even know why, but people just like to do that. And like that's just something that I'm like kind of not down for, I guess. I feel like I'm the type of person that wants to be super real and like wants to be relatable. I feel like that's really important, you know? Eating lobster bacon mac and cheese from last night. Alright, so now I'm going to be going in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and I'm just going to put that under my eyes. Like I said, like social media can make your life look perfect, but in reality, like there's so many people going through the same things and people don't really know it because they don't talk about it. And I feel like talking about shit is really important. So yeah, I'm just gonna jump right in. So I really want to reflect on what I've learned my last year and my last year of being a teen basically. And I just want to talk about it and yeah, it's gonna be a good video to look back on when I'm older. Like 5 years from now, I'm gonna look back and be like, you little fucking crybaby looking ass. Like my grandpa, I'm gonna be like my grandma and be like, crybaby looking ass, like, wow, chicken lips. Yeah, I'm gonna be looking back on myself, like basically laughing because I thought the world was ending, but you know, I feel like we all do at some time in our life, you know? Alright, so around this time last year, I had actually moved away from home again. So I moved to an apartment about 20-30 minutes away from my hometown. And the reason that I did that was because I was moving in with the boyfriend that I had at the time. And that's another big part of this last year that we'll definitely get into, but we decided to move, obviously needed more space than where I was at before, and that's what we did. And we found a really nice apartment. Yeah, it was really expensive, but going halves on it wasn't, you know, too bad. And, you know, time went by and I kind of just began to realize that I didn't want to live with a partner, and I started to realize that I wasn't like in love with this person, and it was so hard for me because I've been in a shitty relationship before, and this wasn't really that. Like, everything was good, but like we didn't have the chemistry part. And for me, like, that was a big deal. And the fact that I couldn't reach that level of intimacy with the person that was my partner and the person that I lived with and the person that was my boyfriend, like, I don't know, I don't know how you guys feel out there, but for me that was really weird. It was like, it was almost harder having it that way than having it where like you had problems in your relationship and like you had to leave, and like obviously we had problems, but like nothing that you couldn't really like fix. But like not feeling a certain way about the person you're with and like wanting to feel that way and thinking about that all the time like isn't really normal, and I knew that. And I just like every day went by, you know, like don't get me wrong, like we had the best times. Like I will forever be grateful for that relationship and what it taught me, and I don't regret anything. Like it's just crazy, you know, how much it's taught me, and like that can be a whole separate video. But yeah, I just finally woke up one day and I realized it wasn't what I wanted, and I decided that I wasn't going to stay in something that I wasn't happy with anymore. And I made the decision and I talked to him and I told him how I felt, and it was hard. It was hard on both of us, and it changed because, like I said, we lived together, and you know, that's a big deal. And yeah, it just didn't work out, and it was really hard, and it was a big change in my life. And if you remember back to my old videos, I hate change. I don't like it at all. And it just really sucked. I forgot to tell you guys, but on my forehead, I baked with my Airspun translucent powder. I saw it at Target if you want to get it. It's about $5. I've used it for years and I feel like it honestly works really well. It's cheap and it works. So now I'm going in and I'm gonna bake my face. So now I'm gonna go in for my brows, and I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Brow Wiz first. And then on the tail of my brow, I'm gonna go in with my Precisely My Brow Pencil from Benefit. I'm gonna go off camera to do this, and then I'll come back and we'll get into some more things. Okay, so I'm just finishing up carving out my brows, but yeah, I learned a lot in that relationship over the last year, and I needed to be on my own and I needed to figure out who I was and what I wanted, and that's just what I'm doing. And something that's a part of that is I want to move back to my hometown, and I want to move closer to work, and I want to move closer to family, and that's what I've been trying to do over the last couple months, because my lease is going to be up within less than a month right now. So I'm a little freaked out, if I say so myself. If I'm being honest, I'm a little freaked out. This morning I did get some bad news. I woke up to a call and I had received the news that I didn't get a place that I really, really wanted. I'm not gonna fucking lie, that shit really, really hurt me. I'll insert a little clip of the moment after I found out. And the only reason I'm even including this is, like I said, to show that shit fucking happens, shit fucking sucks, but you know, you gotta keep going. I look so bad, but you know, sometimes things don't work out and it fucking sucks. It fucking sucks. And I've always talked about this, like the feeling of like not having somewhere to go, and that's just my biggest thing, and that's like what scares me the most. And like the thing about all of this is like I've been through this before. I've been through this 2 times before this, so this is gonna be my 3rd time. And again, in my videos, if you watch them, I hate change. I hate moving. I hate all of that. And the fact that I find myself in this same position around this time every year, this is when I have the most anxiety, when I'm the most depressed when I don't want to do anything, and it just sucks because another thing, like my birthday is around this time, so I just stress so fucking much that I don't even feel like I really enjoy, you know, like the like I don't even enjoy the moment. I don't, because I'm always thinking about the next thing. I'm always thinking about what's gonna go wrong. I'm always thinking about what's not gonna go right, you know. That's the thing that sucks is I know when things are like this and I know when they're so bad, I know that so much good is coming from it. And I know I just have to be patient, but it's really hard, you know, when shit just fucking sucks. It's really fucking hard. So yeah, I'm getting ready right now. I'm gonna go look at a couple more places later on and emailed another place after I got that call. And you know, honestly, I've grown a lot over this last year with like letting things bring me down. I just know within all the bad in my life, the one person who's never given up on me is myself. And like I don't mean to get hella like deep and shit, but like I am the one person who's never let myself down. I am the one person who's always been there to get myself back up, you know, and I know that, like I said, as long as I like believe in myself, sorry, my heater's about to turn on, but I know as long as I believe in myself, like I got it, you know, like things are gonna work out one way or another, things are gonna work out for me because I'm gonna make them work out for me. So because my eyelids crease a lot, I use the NYX concealer, and then I use the Soap and Glory Kick-Ass powder on just my eyelids. Gosh, I feel like this year has gone by so fast. I feel like I remember my birthday so well last year. It's kind of crazy that it's already coming around again. I feel like I've just learned a lot about myself, and I feel like that was something I really wanted. I feel like learning more about yourself is really important, and I feel like it's really important for self-growth, so I'm always into that. I've just learned a lot about what I want in life, what I don't want when it comes to relationships, when it comes to daily life, when it comes to just anything. I've just learned like what I want and what I don't, and I'm like learning to like listen to that and, you know, make decisions that are going to make me happy. I'm a Pisces, dude. It's like we're dreamers. We always think about what we want, but to be honest, sometimes that's all I do is dream. I don't go for it, and that's something that I'm really trying to do this next year, being 20, just going for what I want and not overthinking it. Like I've said in this video, I've learned a lot about relationships too, and like being in one the past year and it getting as serious as it was. But I feel like that's a whole separate video, and I've always wanted to make a video on topics of relationships, so that will be another time. But this is just something I've gone through the last year and something I'm still going through, something I'm getting used to. The moving thing, it will work out. Like I said, it's a work in progress, but it's gonna work out. I have a great support system around me. I have my family, I have my closest friends, and I have my coworkers, and I have so many people rooting for me that it's actually kind of overwhelming sometimes. This year, I've definitely gotten even more independence. I feel like I feel so good with just being me and honestly not having to explain shit to anyone. I feel like that's honestly like the best feeling, is just like not owing anyone shit, not having to explain anything to anyone, and I feel like that's what I'm gonna be doing more of. But yeah, I feel like there's so many other things that I've learned, and being the Pisces I am, I'm gonna probably watch this and like not want to post it because I forgot a million things. But I think it's better to just go off of what's coming off my head than to like not script, but like think about what I'm gonna say. I hope that those of you out there who relate to some of the things I'm saying and are going through a tough time in their life right now and going through change and feeling like you can't get through it, just know that you can and that you will, and eventually things are going to work out. You know, life is all about changing and growing and, stepping outside your comfort zone. And I feel like it's hard for all of us. I just wish you all success, and I wish you peace in whatever's going on in your life. And I hope that whatever you're looking for, you find it. And I honestly just hope that you're happy. Don't take this life shit too seriously. Pisces gang, if you're a Pisces, comment down below. And I went into bronze with my Too Faced. This is like a little sample one, but I've honestly had it forever and it works. I'm just gonna do something really simple, and I'm gonna go in with my Lorac Pro palette. It's super fucking dirty, but I'm gonna go in with this light brown shade. So now I'm gonna answer a couple questions I got on Instagram. I'm so dumb. I looked at my Instagram this morning and I read my thing again, and it said, I'm filling on YouTube again. Filling, like, bitch. My sister asked me, what's my favorite thing about her? I don't know why the fuck she'd ask that. Nothing. But my favorite thing about my sister is just kind of when I need advice on life and just, adult shit and like all of that, like I know I can go to my sister and like she'll help me. And I feel like that's something that I really needed the last few years of my life, because being young and her being young herself and doing this shit at a young age, it's kind of like not everyone does it. So the fact that I can talk to my sister about it and she can relate helps a lot. But yeah, that's my favorite thing about her. Sorry not to be all, but Jazz asked, also I'm not going to be saying the names for the rest of the people, but these people obviously don't care, but Jazz asked why she's my favorite cousin, and honestly, I don't know, she just is. She's Jazz. I'm going to go ahead and spray my face again with this. A question I got asked is a foundation that I recommend. Obviously I recommend this. This is what I use. I have combination like oily skin, so if that's the same for you, I say go for it. Another foundation I actually really liked, and I don't think I would have switched from it, is actually the Huda Beauty one. Mine's dirty, as everything else I have. The only problem I had with it was the fragrance didn't like work well with my skin, and it actually broke out. So if you have sensitive skin, I wouldn't say go for it. Shit. Okay, Bad Albert. So next I'm going to go in with my Becca Champagne Pop. This is also like those ones you get for your points. But I have the bigger one. It's just shattered. So this is actually easier for me to use. And I sprayed it with my Mario Badescu spray. To add more of a pop, I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Amorisi highlighter. And then after I do highlighter, I always go in with blush. I feel like blush kind of helps blend out the highlighters, so I'm going in with my MAC blush in the shade Peaches. I'm going to take Rustic in the Soft Glam palette. I'm going to put that in the NV in my eye just to add a little more definition. Another couple questions I got were super sweet and asking me why I was so pretty or why I was so beautiful and like all of that. And I just want to say thank you so much. That's super sweet. Same goes to you. Someone said clothing haul, so I think they meant like they want to see more clothing hauls, and I'm definitely down for that. Just give me a minute, because right now I'm kind of moving and your girl's on a budget. Someone asked me, where do I see myself in 5 years? So I'll be 25. I feel like in 5 years I'll be pretty decided on what I want to do for my life, like career wise. So I feel like I'll be pretty deep into that, especially because I just, I want to have a career by then. I feel like I'll be in a good, healthy relationship by 25. Not that that's what I need, but more just I want to have kids. I want to have my first kid before 30. My ideal age is around like 27, and I'm not basing my life off of that, but like you asked me where do I see myself in 5 years. This is just where I want to see myself in 5 years. So I'll be in a good relationship where in a few years I can like settle down and all of that. I see myself becoming even more of the woman I want to be. I don't feel like I'm going to be grown at 25 because I feel like there's so much learning to do no matter what age you are. So I just threw on some eyeliner. I use the NYX Epic Ink Liner. I use this every day for work. I have to wear winged eyeliner for work if you didn't know that. So yeah, kind of got that down. I'm just going with like the more natural ones. They're in Soar. I want to say that's Soar. Another question that I got is, what's my favorite part of my makeup routine? And I feel like nothing really. Like I hate it all. Like makeup is fun, but like I feel like because I have to put it on every day, I'm just kind of like eh. So I guess the most like transforming part that I like about it is probably definitely my eyebrows. I feel like your eyebrows make a big difference and they frame your face a lot. And I also really like eyeliner too though. Like I do it every day, but I like it too because it does like give you it does give your eyes like a different look, you know. Patricia, I work with her and she has a YouTube channel as well called Titanium Beauty. Said that me and her should collab, and I think that we totally should. I used to do her makeup all the time for all her dances, so it's kind of crazy to see her now like doing her own makeup. Someone else also asked me a really good question about how I try not to be depressed from work. I feel like maybe some of you don't understand that, but like I totally do. Being in the same routine and doing the same thing every day can honestly make you really depressed. I personally have felt that way about work. I feel like it's really important that you don't make life all about work, and on your days off, rest and take a mental break from it. And sometimes when you're working, you also have to remember like this is work. Go home and don't take work with you. I think that's a big lesson that even I have had to learn. So another question I got was dream car. I don't really have a dream car. I feel like I'm not that into cars, I guess, but I've always wanted a nice old caddy. I feel like I get that from my dad. I like the new ones too, but the old ones, I just think they're dope. What's the hardest lesson I've had to learn? I feel like there's two things in my life that I'm like my answer like applies to. I feel like I've dealt with situations where people in my life, whether they were my parent or a partner, didn't love me or respect me in the way that I wanted them to. Like the hardest lesson I've had to learn is that just because you care about someone so much doesn't mean that they're gonna care about you just as much. I feel like this year being 19, I've talked a lot about a lot of bad, but I do just want to make it a point that there's also been a lot of good. Well, I'm going to go put on some bottom mascara. I'm going to be using the Superfan Smashbox Mascara on my bottom lashes, and I'm not quite sure what lip I'm going to go in with yet, but I'll let you know when I come back. Alright guys, this is the final look. I went in on my lip with the MAC lip liner in Strip Down, and then I went in with the Anastasia lipstick in the shade Honey, as well as the Anastasia gloss in the shade Undressed. It's like a peachy nude gloss, and that's how I got this lip combo. Alright, well that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you haven't already, subscribe down below, like and comment what you want to see next, and also follow me on Instagram. I'll put it in the description box, and yeah, thank you so much. Peace.